vibes got me feeling godly, dripping like how this robe been fitting on me. You know the vibes lovely. Toma arigato me.
Today at 404-631-6360 for more information.
All the vibes got me feeling godly, dripping like how this robe been fitting on me. You know the vibes lovely. Toma arigato me.
Yo.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show with your hostess, Dr. Yolanda Henderson and
Henderson.
so awesome.
I know.
I know. You know you awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I was born like that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm married to you.
Because you're lucky like that.
Oh, because I'm lucky like that. Y'all heard that. All right, right here on the Holistic Cannabis Show, he said, I'm lucky like that. All right, well, we have a treat for you all today. So kick back, relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. We have some special tributes. We are going to celebrate some wonderful students who just graduated from the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science, our 10-day fast track program. All right, this was fast and easy. Well, to me it was easy, but for them it may have been hard. But we're going to speak with them today and get a chance to interview maybe one or two of them and see what their experiences was like for them at the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science. We just celebrated the 4th, and we want to shout out to everybody who celebrates that wonderful holiday, or that holiday if you want. And we're going to let Mr. Henderson give you the outlets of how you can watch the show.
If you're on Instagram, you can find us on manifesttv.status. If you're on Facebook, you can find us on Status Network LLC. Put that right there in the top by his search. On Periscope, you can find us at status_network_. I don't know nobody on Periscope though.
Periscope.
Twitter, status_network_. Right. And if you got the Amazon, the Roku, you can type in Status Network Manifest TV, and on YouTube, you can find us on Manifest TV. All right. Now, we're going to give you this telephone number for you to call if you want to call in and get on the air right now. All right. 470-251-4647.
Call us.
All right. Hit us up. All right. And we got that done out of the way.
There you go. All right.
So we had a graduation, a whole graduation, dude. We graduated another round of cannabis industry ready professionals.
Yes, we did.
That's ready to go storm the market.
They are.
All right, they ready to go storm the industry. So now, if anybody is interested in joining up with the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science,
call us 404-631-6360. Or if you see the banner on the screen, you can find us on Facebook at the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science, on Instagram, Atlanta Academy of Cannabis, on Twitter at Atlanta Academy of Cannabis. All right, so you can call us or you can find us on any of your social media sites.
Word. So,
All right, so we're going to speak to one of our graduates, Erica Jefferson, who is with us live at this moment, and we're going to tell her congratulations, and we're going to talk with her. Yes, hey Erica.
hello,
How
Erica.
are you today? Can you hear me? You can't hear us? Okay.
Let's see here. We're trying to get our student on.
All right, we'll get you on in just a second. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
You can hear us? Okay. Awesome.
All right.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions about Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science, and tell us what you thought about the 10-day fast track course, Ms. Jefferson.
Okay, well, hi, how are you all doing? Happy Sunday. So glad to see you all. So glad to be here.
All right.
So, as a non-medical professional, or not even a science major, or even someone whose strong suit is science, I was a little concerned. I also had a lot going on in my life and with my business.
Uh-huh.
So I was concerned, but I am here to tell everyone who's listening and everyone who will hear this that it was amazing. It
was
really,
amazing.
really was. I was a part of a great group. Dr. Yolanda and Mr. Hen did amazing. Right?
Thank you.
Asking questions. We had, we spent quite a few hours, right, together, because we did the fast track or the accelerated program. I was very nervous about with the accelerated piece, but I've had a lot of schooling, and this was a great experience. I definitely would recommend anyone looking to get deeper into understanding the medical and scientific aspects, like really getting deeper into what cannabis is, what it does, and how the endocannabinoid system. I feel like I know more about the endocannabinoid system than some doctors, because I know they're not teaching it in medical school.
Right.
It was just amazing. I had a great class. Of course, shout out to Rebecca, who was a nurse in the class, who also reached out for additional help, because again, it was accelerated, and my background is communication.
Right.
But again, my professors were strong. You guys, Dean, oh my God, Dean, amazing with all of the information as always. I would say I was intimidated, and I'm a pretty smart, cookie, but I was intimidated, but you guys made it so comfortable and, just very accessible to just anybody willing to learn. And that's who I was. I was anybody willing to learn. So that's what I say.
Awesome. Well,
Academy of Cannabis Science.
okay.
All right.
Shouts out.
All right.
All right. So we were just excited. You were amazing. You received a couple of certificates. You received a cannabis instructor certification. So now you can go out and help us out in the world and instruct.
Absolutely.
And now you also have a certification in dispensary technician. So what we call it, a canna-pharmacologist. A
canna-pharmacologist. That's what it is. So I love it.
There you go. So you have that certificate. So congratulations, and you completed it. A 5-week course in 10 nights. You did it, and we even got done early. So we did good. We were right on time. So.
Yeah.
And you had a lot going on, so we know you had issues in the family, and you had a lot going on. You was flying here and there, and so anybody can do it, right? It doesn't matter if you can do it.
You gotta
Gotta
want it.
want it. There you go.
Because there's some terms in there you're not gonna recognize if you're not coming from a science background.
There you
There's
go.
gonna be some terms in there on the
Yep.
financial piece that you're not gonna recognize if you haven't done any financial study. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I think I want to say that I feel as though it's an accreditation to the teachers, the three of you all, having your knowledge and understanding what you were teaching on not just what was in the book, but also on your actual knowledge, right?
Right.
So that allows you to translate some very high level jargon into things that someone like me who barely got out of chemistry could understand.
Right.
Barely got out of math.
Right.
You know, go hand to hand. So Mr. Henderson, I barely got out of math too. But I will say this. You know I can talk. So, but I will say this to everyone again who is hearing me now and who will hear me in the future, that the financial training piece about this as well. Again, I'm not financially strong by any means. I'm learning right now, and Mr. Henderson taught me something that changed my business model. It made me more successful over just a matter of quick time.
There you
Right.
go.
Right.
Y'all know I don't lie. Y'all know I don't embellish. You know, if it wasn't
Right.
I wouldn't say it. You know?
Right.
Okay. So, but it's the truth.
There you
It's
go.
the honest to God truth. And
Thank you.
yes, it's so true. So, I'm always appreciative of that kind of knowledge that's applicable and that you can implement right then to make a decision to make your business better. So, again, I just want all of them words to say that it's a testament to the instructors as to why I was able to be successful in these days in a 5-week course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
And
that.
congratulations, man, and good luck going forward.
I got one more question for you, and then I'm gonna allow Mr. Dean to come on and talk to you and tell you how he thought about the class. So I know you probably thought you knew a lot about cannabis. Do you hope and pray or wish that cannabis in Georgia or wherever we are in the world will go ahead and just legalize all over? What do you think about that?
Yes, on so many levels that we will not spend time today on the show talking about, that it's live, real life hypocrisy happening. Okay, so of course, on a very simple understanding level, you can be in one city and have cannabis for medical, recreational purposes and be just fine. You can drive 10 minutes across the border and go to prison, federal penitentiary, if they catch it with you. That is crazy. Okay, nobody should be doing time for growing a plant. It is ridiculous, especially if you're growing it in your yard for your own use. You're not even distributing, which is the case we are going to need to highlight here in Georgia right now. Normal Women of Georgia and I work with them, and we're trying to figure this all out, how to really bring attention to this case. But I think it's ridiculous. I think it's crazy. It's proven medicine. Y'all, not y'all, not you guys, but big pharma and other corporations and industries have legalized things that our bodies literally reject. And y'all hear it and experience it all the time. Like with alcohol, your body throws it up, it rejects it. With pills, you might go blind, you might have an issue. That's why so many of our people who suffer from illnesses are screaming to the top, and veterans are screaming to the top of their lungs about cannabis because it doesn't have the side effects and their body doesn't reject it. Okay?
Right.
So, it's just on so many levels. It needs to be legalized.
It does.
Only in Georgia, not only in the surrounding states, but in the entire United States of America. Your governors, your senators, and your representatives, they already in the cannabis industry. You need to know that they're already in the cannabis industry.
Yes.
So why shouldn't it be legal for all of us to enter?
Oh,
Why shouldn't it be legal for all of us to consume.
Yep.
So it's ridiculous. And, but I believe with programs like yours, as you guys continue to grow and spread the education and hand out the knowledge,
Yes.
and as generations move on, we'll get it done. Prohibition will end. This thing not gonna last always. They got the right ones. We the right ones.
We're the right ones. There you go. I love your momentum. You are awesome.
So I love you guys from day one.
From day one. All right. Shouts out to D-Town, Dallas. What? All right. All the way in the 404. All right. And now, I love it. So we're going to get back with you, but Dean wanted to tell you something and give you something special. So whenever you get a chance to come by, pick it up. We got it for you.
Okay.
I just wanted to say it was a pleasure having out all of the students in the class. Every class we do, we're just getting better and better students, and the motivation and the drive that everybody has, it makes it a pleasure to go out and try to teach, because you're so open-minded and so willing to learn, and like little sponges, they just really, want to absorb more and more. Mm-hmm. So you're all gold leaf students in my book. And so for everybody out there, you will be getting a gold leaf pin that you can proudly wear, showing that you're a cannabis supporter and also that you have knowledge of the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of you, and I'm so proud of what you're going to do out there in Texas and everything. It's going to be awesome. All of the states, we're tearing it down brick by brick, and we will see an end to prohibition in our lifetimes. It's no longer a dream. It's not a matter of if it happens, it's a matter of when it happens.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks again for joining us. You have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. We're going to always keep in touch with you. You're part of the family now.
That's right. I'm coming to get my mask and my pen.
And your pen.
I'll let you guys know when I'm going to procure those items.
Okay.
I'm ready to have them and take some selfies.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Take
Have a
care.
good
Have a
rest
good
of your
one.
day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So Erica Jefferson, she was a wonderful student. We have some more. We have a past student who was on, and I don't know if we can see her or view her on the show today. Okay, so we're going to have to talk with her another day, but we want to thank her for joining us through Zoom. You can watch us on all outlets of the show and talk with you soon. We're going to go ahead and talk to Dean. Tell us, Dean, about what's going on in the cannabis industry right now.
Oh, things are just there. Literally, it's just blooming and growing everywhere. Every day we're making new strides.
Okay.
Just this past week, actually July 1st, Virginia decriminalized simple possession.
All right.
Possession of an ounce is now a $25 ticket.
Wow.
It's not an arrestable offense. It doesn't go on your record. We're seeing more and more states do this. We need to do it on a federal level. We're working hard here. We've got a lot of good people under the Gold Dome that are working with us. We've gotten rid of a couple of them, and everybody needs to go out and vote in November and make sure you're getting the people into office that we need to get these changes implemented.
Who is the cannabis candidate?
Right.
The one that's the most pro-cannabis
We
under the Gold Dome that
we
you
actually
know?
have several.
Okay.
We have Sharon Rayvert that's running for House of Representatives. We have
What district is she?
it's
know?
the Dahlonega district. I think it's. I'm not 100% on which district she's
Okay.
in.
Okay.
I'll get that information for you.
Okay.
But we have we have Bucky Moore, and we have Stephen George. Stephen George is running. We have there's 2 or 3 other candidates, and then we have a lot of them that are running that are in full support of what we're doing. So right now we have, I think, about 10 candidates that are going to be on the ticket in November that are all full board.
I'll trade them my vote. I'll trade them my vote if they come join the class.
Oh, yeah.
They come sit through the class, you got my vote.
Got my vote.
Other than that, don't ask me.
We would love to have them in class.
Sell
And
votes.
I've contacted a lot of our senators and told them, I said, you know what? You need to come and sit in and listen
Yes.
on at least one class
Yes.
and see what we're doing and see how we're going about this.
Yes.
When we started this about when I started at the Capitol 12 years ago, people were down there joking and snickering, there goes those pot people, blah, blah. You know, now we walk in, they know us by name, they respect us. You know, it's been a long journey. We've worked hard with a lot of people down there. We've got a lot of support, and you know, we're ready to bring Georgia in the 21st century.
We ready. Come on, Georgia. We also want to hear from law enforcement. So we know we just passed the hate crime bill. We have law enforcement who have been added to the hate crime bill. You cannot discriminate on law enforcement in the state of Georgia. They have been added. So we need them to collaborate with us. And we have a short video that we're going to show you later about that, the prison system, the law enforcement and cannabis, because they all tie in together, whether you believe it or not, and those laws will date back to history. So what do you have to say about that?
I've had several conversations with a lot of different law enforcement here in Atlanta and across the state of Georgia, and surprisingly, most of them are in support of what we're doing too. I mean, you know, they see it as a victimless crime, and you know, I've had numerous ones tell me, you know what, we would love to see this decriminalized. It would free up so much of our time to be able to go after the real criminals and not just, you know, arresting people for simple possession. So, you know, they're backing us on this too. So.
All right. So thank you. You've heard it from Dean Sines, the Dean of Cannabis. Mr. Henderson, do you have a question for the Dean? Oh yeah.
I got $420.
There you go. There you go. It is so nice, y'all.
It's cool, man. It's
can
cool.
You zoom in on that?
I don't know if y'all can see this or not, or you know what I'm saying. Look at it though. That's pretty cool, huh?
It's
nice
made out of hemp paper.
That's a nice little souvenir. Yeah, y'all see that? That's a nice little souvenir right there.
There you go.
It's made out of hemp paper.
It's made out of hemp paper.
Didn't know that, did you? So Dean, is it legal for a person now in the state of Georgia, for anybody that don't know, is it legal now to do anything with hemp in the state?
Basically, yes. The hemp industry basically is wide open in Georgia right now.
So it's on and popping.
It's on.
Right. They have started taking applications for the grower license to be able to grow hemp. And they probably will be able to start putting seeds in the ground hopefully by spring of next year. And they're still looking for more processors. There is an investment group out there that is ready. They've got over $100 million that they're ready to invest in the hemp industry here in Georgia.
Now, we've been broadcasting all this. We've been advertising all this. This is some of the stuff that we teach in the class and everything for a whole year. Now, if you miss this, it's on you. It's your fault.
Yeah.
All right? Don't miss this.
The industry is wide open right now, especially people for brokers, transportation, storage. You don't have to be a grower. You can be a processor. You can be a broker. You can be a transporter. You can provide security. Numerous things that are going to tie into this industry. And it could easily bring 100,000 jobs to just the state of Georgia.
The Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science. Go Google that. Put that in your internet search browser. Put it in your social media search browser. And come on and get in.
Yes. That's
Come
true.
on and get in.
That's true. Well, thank you for that information. We appreciate it. And, you know, you've been with us since day one, so we want to appreciate you as well. And always a token of our appreciation, a paycheck. We'll have that prepared for you. And we want to thank everyone else for listening. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with some more news you can use with the Holistic Cannabis Show.
Vibes got me feeling good. Dripping like how this road been fitting on me. You know the vibes lovely. Don't want arigato, man.
What that sound like, Jake? What that sound like?
Yeah, I think we covered everything. All right. You know, unless there's anything else that you need.
Too late. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna run it.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and find, unless you wanna wait for your.
Yeah, I can head on out.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit more out there. It's get hot out there today.
I know what was.
At 11 o'clock this morning with the heat index, it was already 101.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's what's bad about working in a house where you ain't got no electricity because we ain't got no AC.
All right.
We ain't got no power over there at the house yet. But
Y'all ain't got no AC over there, man?
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
All right. That's all right, man. I'm finna talk credit then. Let's go.
not at the house we working on over there.
I'll have to come
It's a
by.
picture up there, man, that talk about the breakdown of what the credit score is, the percentages. Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna talk about some money.
Money.
Yeah, that's the financial
the
segment.
money.
That's called credit. All right, just plain and simple. That's
Credit.
what we're gonna talk. All right, we talking credit. One of the pieces that's in our curriculum is the finance piece, where we talk about capital funding, how to secure the funding. So now you've gotten your certificate, you've graduated with your certificate. Now you're got your ideas together on what you're ready to do as far as how you want to move around in the cannabis space.
Yep.
All right, retail do not have to worry about Schedule 280Es very much. But in terms of financing, where do I get this money from? How do I secure these fundings? You're not going to a traditional bank to get the loan. One thing we want to focus on in this segment is your personal credit report, all right? Because that is a pretty good viable option for someone. So they say, okay, what factors determine my credit score then? All right, 30% of your credit score is the available credit, which is your credit limit on any debt you have minus the amount you owe for each account. All right, 30% makes that up. 10% is the number of inquiries. How many times have you been letting people pull your credit report? That's 10% of it. All right, 10% is the type of credit, which is why I always tell people and advise people, the more trade lines that you have, the better well-rounded score that you will build, which is mortgages, installment loans, revolving accounts. Installment loans are loans that you pay on an installment, like a car note. All right, that would be an installment loan. A revolving account is going to be something more like your credit cards, all right, whether it's Chase, Bank One, Bank of America, whoever you got, all right, for your credit card needs, all right. And then 35%, of course, is in your payment history. Do you pay your bills on time? All right, that's what they look at. Now, of course, 100% of the time would be the better, but that's not a major thing that you pay 100% of the time. You definitely want that percentage to be more than half the time you pay your bills on time. All right, and then 15% of that is your length of history. If you just opened up some credit card 3 months ago, you don't have very much history built up.
Right.
So typically, the programs that we have at NTH Credit is a 12-month program where you'll go on for 6 months in the repair phase, and at the same time, we're establishing trade lines for you through our various banking relationships and everything. We get you paired up with someone who can help you through the rebuilding process, and then you give it another 6 months worth of history. That's what makes up our 12-month thing.
Right.
All right, you get 6 months worth of repair, and of course, not every case is going to be the same to where they might need 6 months worth of repair information. Maybe they just might need just a couple of things challenged, disputed, and removed. Maybe stuff like that. But we can remove late payments. We can remove collections. We can remove charge-offs. You know, we deal with each one of those type of things. Tax liens, bankruptcies, child supports, repossessions. All right, some foreclosures, some student loans, medical bills. We address those with the bureaus on your behalf. All right,
Loan up there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think my most recent client had an increase of somewhere around 50 points, and this was only after about working with the customer for about a month or so.
Just 1 month.
So,
Yeah.
so,
More than
so
that,
our
I think.
program works,
Yeah.
you know. And so
I've
if you're
seen one
looking
at
for more
86 points increase. in a
86
month.
points.
Yeah.
So if anyone is interested in that, you can reach us at www.nthcredit.net.
Yeah.
You can get me there.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's one of the good, viable ways
Yeah.
that you can go about funding your cannabis business.
That's true.
Personally.
That's true. All right. So, in other news, we're going to take a quick break and watch this quick video, and then we'll be right back with some more news you can use.
Check me out.
All right. Well, shouting out all of our graduates again, Miss Erica Jefferson, Mr. Edwin Hicks, congratulations, Miss Sonia Hicks, and Miss Rebecca. We all thank you for your wonderful time at the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science. Don't forget to stay healthy. We have over 2.9 million coronavirus confirmed cases and 132,000 deaths. So y'all stay safe, keep practicing social distancing,
and wear that mask.
Wear your mask if
wash
you
your
can.
hands.
Wash your hands. Our health tip for today was actually zinc. So make sure you include zinc in your daily diet and or your supplements. Talk to you next week, same time, same place.
All the vibes got me feeling godly, dripping like how this robe been fitting on me. You know the vibes lovely. Toma arigato, arigato me.